Oh my gosh, I'm very excited because I'm sitting here with the one and only Saucy Santana. Period. When I tell you this is like an early birthday gift for me, I'm so excited to be sitting down, having the opportunity to get to chat with you.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
So I think for a lot of new listeners, for a lot of new people, because Saucy has been around, but I think you're still really entering in a space where people are getting to know who you are. Describe your artistry in like 3 words.
Fun, authentic, vibrant.
I love the word vibrant. Why? Vibrant feels, I think, something that we've seen from your journey from day one. Like the way that you kind of took the scene, it was so beautiful to kind of see and watch you unfold. How are you handling all of it? I mean, it's been a whirlwind to see like how your past year has been.
I just take it day by day, child. I'm excited. I'm anxious.
What are you anxious about?
It's like, because for me, my life is really fast. So almost every other day, like, something is happening. I just got a call a couple of weeks ago. I'm about to go on tour with Lizzo. So
Wait, does anybody know this?
I haven't started like promoting it as much yet, but we put it out.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. So initially I had just a few dates on the tour. Then they called back a couple of weeks later and said, hey, we just added 4 more dates. So every day, like, it's always something. So it always keeps me like on the tip of my toes. So I'm like, child, the phone gonna ring, what they gonna say today? Like,
well, how do you prepare yourself for that? Like, how are you taking care of yourself, but then also like being present in the moment?
I just try to stay ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
That's it, right?
So that's why I said I'm anxious. Like, I'm excited because I'm always just like, child, let me stay on my toes because they gonna call. It's gonna be something. I came to, even just coming out to LA, I came to LA yesterday to do a content piece with MTV. Then they like, oh, by the way, you finna do a radio run tomorrow. I'm like, okay. Then I'm about to do Jimmy Fallon. So
wow.
I had they just called out of nowhere. Oh, hey, you about to go on Jimmy Fallon? I'm like, okay.
Like and I feel like everyone is saying that so casually. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. And that's why I said, so I'm so busy and everything just happens so fast that sometimes I don't even have time to like digest it.
Yeah.
After I performed with Madonna for New York Pride, I didn't realize it till afterwards.
Really? You were just like, I just gotta push through and do it.
I gotta go. They was like, hey, Madonna wanna do a Material Girl remix. I was like, okay, cool, I love that. They was like, oh yeah, by the way, she wanna perform with you in New York. I'm like, okay. Boom, fly to LA, I rehearsed with Madonna for like 3 weeks between LA and New York.
Yeah.
Go, did the show, all of that, and then once I finished, I was able to go home like, I think for maybe like a day or 2 or something.
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
like, how do you handle that? Like, that is insane.
I just performed with Madonna.
Like Madonna.
Madonna. It's people that's been rapping for years. It's people that have been doing music for years that don't even know what she smelled like. So I was like, I be having to just take my little moments like, okay.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Fallon, I'm like, that's big.
It's huge, and I wonder, because you have transitioned from being an independent artist to now being with RCA, that was a huge announcement. Talk to me about that decision, because I know that it went a lot into it to just, be like, you have control of your own career when you're an independent artist, but now you're giving it to like an entity that is helping you elevate. But what was that thought process?
I just felt like meeting with different people, RCA understood the vision and they believed in Santana. They already liked what they had saw. Because coming into a label, I wasn't a person that you had to find and build. I had already established myself. I had already had Walk 'Em Like a Dog, Material Girl, Here We Go, up and down
Like
with
hundreds of
Lotto.
millions of streams.
Shisha with City Girls.
Yeah.
I had already did a song with Lil Nas. He haven't put it out yet. So it's like I didn't come into a label like, oh, I got one little song that did something. Please pick me and make me like. It was like, hey, he's that grower already, and we're gonna treat him as such. And that's what I loved about him. They was like, we love everything. We don't want to change that. We just want to help you get bigger.
Wow, and that's special to find, right? And I wonder through this process, has your definition of like success changed? Like what you probably wanted when you first dropped Material Girl or even Walk? Like what does success look like now for you?
Yes, right now I want to be a pop star. Like it's so many different things I want to venture in. Like I want to go into movies, later on, different brand deals, different collabs, different sounds of music.
Yeah.
I feel like when I first started rapping, I was very like, just urban. And I had to sit down and realize like, I'm a gay boy. I could do Vogue music. I could do EDM music. I could do R&B music.
And everybody loves you.
Pop music.
Yeah.
I could do rock music. Like I could do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I don't have to be stuck in hip hop. You get what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And I think that's so important to not be pigeonholed, because I think a lot of times even as a new blueprint of a queer artist into this mainstream, I feel like, are people trying to just pin you to just be a certain, like, especially you're saucy, they're thinking urban, they're thinking the hip hop, right? How is that going to be hard for them to switch over for you?
No, because I have that. A lot of people don't really have star power. And so just me and my aura and how I'm able to be flexible and the things that I've seen in the studio, the new records that I've recorded that haven't came out yet, I'm just like, I really be in my bag. Like I could go whichever way I want to, so it's so cool.
And I think it's super interesting too with all the excess. Social media has played a huge piece of like your success, and I wonder, has your relationship with social media changed at all?
No, I'm still the same. I feel like, I'm a lot more private.
Yeah.
On social media. Social media is, we in an era where, trolling is popular, and anything that you say is like held against you, and people are so fake woke now on the internet. So I just be like, I'm kind of, I get on the internet, upload my drip, upload my shows, upload my accomplishments, and I get out the way.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's social media is so interesting in the ways where it does choose to hop on the bandwagon of like tearing folks down, right? When we're talking about cancel culture, has there been anything that you feel like you've ever wanted to like clear up, or you maybe said something you were like, oh wait, I actually didn't mean it like that. Y'all taking it a step too far?
No, because I really feel like people, like one thing about the internet and stuff, everybody have common sense. And the things that we do as celebrities, we are human people. So the same things that we do and the same things that we're saying is the same things that y'all is at home saying too. Or that y'all have done already or have said, but it doesn't matter because you aren't put in the limelight. And so I think now the world has changed so much where, back then you had to work hard to be in the blogs.
Yeah.
You had to work hard to be in the tabloids. Now with all these different blogs and stuff like that, you could literally just say something slick to a celebrity and they respond to you, boom, you on the shade room in front of millions of people. It's so easy now. So now people are really just doing stuff just to be like, this, to get a moment. Not even because you mean it, or not even because you care, or because you seen 100 people say, I don't like his shoes. So now we just gonna say we don't like his shoes because 100 people said it in the comments. So to me, I'm just like, I just kind of brush it off my shoulder because I'm like, especially when you going through those comments and you could see 1,000 people being negative, but you see 1,000 people like, come on now, like, y'all are just being ridiculous. And I think people have become obsessed with, like, now they think they got you by the balls, or apologize, or you can't say that, say sorry, or we're not gonna listen to your music. And it's literally stuff like I had seen they was messing with Lizzo because she said did she say spaz?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, growing up, I've heard that like, man, we were spazzing out in the club last night. And I think that's the context that she used it. Yeah. And like people was like, you know, and you know, not to, you know, offend however people felt some type of way, but I was just like, I always heard that. I never like, you know, knew that was like so bad or such a thing.
Yeah.
And I just felt like they was picking on her with it.
So do you ever feel like you do want to sometimes listen to maybe feedback or anything, or is it just like I only want to look like? How do you take in feedback when people are giving it to you? Like, how is that something that?
Yes, I take in feedback. I take in constructive criticism, and I take in things that make sense. Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm not gonna feed into no feedback where we just, you know, I'm not about, you can't please everybody, and I already learned that. Me coming out at 17, wearing nails, wearing makeup, wearing purses, being myself, it was a lot of people that was pissed off, and I couldn't please them, and I didn't care about pleasing them neither. Yeah. So, you know, that's just how I am. You can't please everybody, so you can't allow people to put all of their, you know, opinions and stuff on you and feeling like, okay, I gotta keep. I'm not gonna keep apologizing, crazy people. And
it also gets in. It messes up your creativity. Like you're not able to
now
be yourself.
It's like you walking on eggshells. And I'm not a person that likes to be uncomfortable in certain space. And if it's a space that I feel uncomfortable, I don't have to be over there. I don't have to deal with it. So it's just like, you know, you just gotta. I'm gonna weed out what I feel like is, you know, important, or what I feel like, okay, that does make sense. You're not gonna make me feel bad because I said you got short nails. I don't like short nails. That's my opinion. I don't like short nails. I like long nails. You're not gonna make me give it and say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I do realize it's 1,000 people that wear short nails. No, I don't like short nails.
Okay, so happy we cleared that up. I think that's super important to have the conversation about. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the music, because Booty featuring Lotto is taking over the world. It's really so wild to see. Even the video, 3 million views, 3 million plus views. I love also seeing the TikTok stars in there. Why was that important for you to include the community and also kind of like say thank you to social media in a way for that?
I'm very big on including my community. Every video I've ever done. My first video, Walk 'em Like a Dog, is full of gays, full of trans. I had a video to Fuck It Up, full of trans, full of gays. And at the end, I did a all black gay lives matter, all black trans lives matter at the end of the video. So I feel like I always include my community. As far as the TikTok, you know, people that I included, I just feel like TikTok really helps us a lot with music now. And, you know, you got to show appreciation to the people, because, you know, them people was pioneers on TikTok, and they participate in a lot of the movements and a lot of dances, and a lot of other people look at their TikToks and get turned on to it. So I just always like to show, you know, my gratitude. Markel has done videos. I actually, we cool. I hang out with him sometimes when I'm in LA. Does videos to my songs. Nikita have supported some of my songs. The boy Christian. Then it's like everybody, people that I was including, I was just like, I've seen them show love, you know, to me on TikTok and on social media, and I just want to show love back to them.
And I love that. I feel like that is so special. And I even feel like your relationship with Lotto is so special to see. Like, it feels so genuine. Can you talk to me about how that's blossomed to where it's at now?
Ever since me and Lotto actually first really met and sat down with each other, we was locked in ever since. It's so funny because I remember when we was first signed to Stream Cut together, our independent label. They always would try to make us be friends, and I was like, I don't know that girl. And what? Okay, she's over there, I'm over here. Who is that? I don't know her. I'm just very like that. You know, Ty B. So I have to figure out people. So I'm like, why is y'all forcing me to be this girlfriend just because we label mates? I don't know that girl. And I had started listening to a lot of music. I'm just you know, let me just get my own feel for a person. And I was like, oh, I like her. I like her little music. You know, she be popping her shit. I'm feeling her. And we had got in the studio together and did Up and Down. immediately clicked. And what I love about me and Lotto are friends that don't talk every day.
Love that, right?
We do not talk every day.
Wow.
And we just go so hard for each other. Like almost anything that we need, we do. Like we do as far as her going on tour. She like, I'm finna bring you on tour with me. I'm like, sis, for real? She like, yeah. As far as Booty, Lotto did Booty like last minute. Call her, ran to the studio, sent the verse in, like
wow,
just without question.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm very much the same. You know, the same way for her. If she needs something, like I'm coming. And so that's one thing I love about us because that just shows like, you know, the genuine friendship with us. Like I love having a friend because I'm busy. She busy. I love having a friend that I ain't gotta kiss your ass all day. I ain't gotta talk to you every day. And it ain't gotta be all mushy mushy. We really friends.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, I put it like I know I ain't talking to you to my friend. Can you help me pay my rent? I don't got no money. Here.
Yeah.
I relate it to like that. That's how we is with each other.
Wow, that's so beautiful. And I just feel like hit after hit after hit. How does Saucy know when a song is a hit?
You feel it.
What is that feeling? Tell me.
You can't describe it.
Yeah.
You feel it.
Yeah.
Like I just did another song in the studio called I Feel Good. And after I did that, I said, Trey, this a hit.
Wow.
Like this a hit. Like I did another song called Wait. Wait is fun. I pop my shit and wait, but I'm like, it ain't a hit. But it's gonna be a cute song. But when I did I Feel Good, I was like, this a hit. I was like, Trey, I know this a hit. I swear to God, watch. And then we was just in Miami. We had an off day when I was in Rolling Out. And we was on a boat. And my manager was on the boat with us. And I was playing the music on the aux. I was like, come on here, listen to this song. And my manager listened to it. He was like, where did you do that? Where did you do that? I was like, I told y'all, let me go back to Atlanta, get in my bag. I was like, I did it, you know, a week ago. He was like, you wrote that whole thing? I was like, yeah.
Wow.
He was like, this is your next hit. Now he called the RCA like, hey, he got his next one. Like I was like, that's the same way me and Trey felt when I did it. I was like, yeah, like this one of them ones.
Is there any pressure to continue to make the hits? Because I think people expect it at this point.
I have fun. I don't let people pressure me. I don't let people.
that.
I don't let people like. Even sometimes being in LA, you know, LA is very industry and all that. I told my neighbor, I was like, I'm leaving y'all. I'm going to LA. I'm going to Atlanta for 2 weeks. I'm gonna record in the studio there. I'm gonna get in my own bag. I'm gonna get in my own head. You know, I'm gonna catch my own vibe.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back with some records. And
Wow.
I came back with a hit. You can't go in the studio feeling like, oh, you can't go in the studio feeling like, you know, gotta make a hit, because you put too much pressure on yourself. You gotta go in and just rap what's right here.
Yeah.
And so that's what I do. I went through several songs. I got plenty of songs, 20, 30 songs. You just keep recording until you like, this it.
So how do you narrow that down for the album? Because the album everybody's waiting for.
Yeah, so the album, that's the hard part.
Come on.
Because me and my label have to agree.
Right.
So it's like you gotta go through like the tug of war process. Like, I think that's okay. I like that song, and then the song say they're like, this is it. And I'm like, please. So you know you gotta come to some kind of common ground, and you know what's cool about that is it's like a little friendly competition, because like I told you that song wasn't all that, or you know what I'm saying, or I might pick a song they be like this isn't all that, and it's like that was like Here We Go. I remember when I did Here We Go. I was signed to RCA. I'm still signed to Manipulator. It was like that song's okay. It was like it's all right. I was like, watch, people gonna like this song. And then Here We Go came out, and I got on the internet, cute face, ass fit, and I made it my little dance, and everybody started, and I was like,
which I still have not learned that dance, and I really want to learn it. Please, I want to learn it so bad. I'm so bad at TikTok dances.
Me too.
Like,
I'm not gonna hold you. I know how to do my own.
Like,
I make up my own, and I can do my own TikTok dances, but I'm not on there with all of like the new. I be like, I don't know. That's why when I do, they always be like, do TikTok campaigns. I be like, listen, I like putting my songs out there and letting the fans grab my songs, and you make it up, and I try to go off what you did, because it's like, whew.
So does the fans' taste on the songs that they fall in love with, does it match kind of like what your favorites are? Like, what's your favorite Saucy song?
My favorite song is They Don't Fall in Love With.
Really?
No.
Like what? Okay, tell me one.
Like, I got a song called, I think it's called Birkin, No Hook. That's one of my favorite songs. I got a song called Keep It Playing on my last album. That's one of my favorite songs.
Period. Keep It Playing is good.
I got a song called How the Game Goes. They always fall in love with the fun, like, my favorite songs are always my rap songs. Mm-hmm. My favorite songs are always my songs where I really show you, like, I got bars. Yeah. I really know how to rap. I feel like everybody fall in love with the fun songs that I'm not really saying much in. Just like, you know, pull up VIP, we ain't going downstairs, and let me see you walk. Like,
I mean, those are classics at this point.
Yeah, they catchy. Everybody fall in love with my catchy songs.
Yeah.
And that's one thing about me, like, I got away with words.
It's a talent.
So I kind of know in my head the stuff like, they gonna like this.
So can we expect features? I mean, you have Lil Nas X coming. You're gonna be on hopefully his album coming out. I'm so excited for that song.
Yes.
I feel like that's gonna be the collaboration of the year. Mm-hmm. Do you have any features for your like album that you?
Yeah, so that's what I'm going through now. I'm really in the process of figuring out who sounds good on what.
Yeah.
Cause I don't like doing stuff that don't make no sense.
Yeah. I
turn down a lot of stuff if it don't make no sense. I don't care who it is. Yes. I'm like, that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't asking for that. That's how I am in my head. I look at stuff and I be like, who want that?
Yeah.
Like, who asking for that? And I was telling them, I be like, nobody asking for that.
Yeah.
And so I try to do things that I'm like, that I know people will crave. Like, you know, you want a Santana Lil Nas record. You want a Santana Nicki Minaj record.
Yeah.
You want a Santana Lizzo record. So it's like, I'm going to do stuff that, like, they asking for that. That'd be my thing in my head.
Well, I hope now that you're going on tour with Lizzo, that can happen while y'all in that moment.
I see that coming.
Please, I need it. I'm begging for it. Okay, so where do you see the Saucy Santana empire going? If you could look 5 years from now, what would you want to say, I checked it off of my list?
I really want us to have our own category at award shows.
Talk to me more about that.
So, like how you have VMAs, you have Grammys, you have BET Awards, all that. I really wanted to be like a best new LGBT artist, best new LGBT collab.
Yeah.
Like, I want LGBT to have their own, you know, group.
Yeah.
Because I at first, I used to hate feeling like people was calling me like, oh, he's a gay rapper, or he's an LGBT rapper. I used to be like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You just wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah, I was like, you know, don't box me. And, you know, coming for a second, I'm just like, I just learned to embrace it. I am. Because we don't have that.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna push that off me. You know, initially I was like, you know, I wanted to come into rap and music and, you know, not be caged in or not be stuck in a box. And I'm not.
Yeah.
I've been able to navigate across the board to men, women, kids, black, white, Arabic, Puerto Rican, polka dot. Everybody loves Santana.
Yeah.
So now that I'm not in a box, I'm not gonna kick that title off me because I am my community. So I'm like, just like it's best male artist, best female artist, we want, you know, best duo, rap duo.
Yeah.
We want best LGBT. We want hottest new LGBT. We want our own LGBT category.
Well, there's so many artists besides you and Lil Nas X that deserve the love.
Exactly. So that's why we want our whole own category.
Who are you obsessed with right now?
Out of LGBT artists, I love Kid Ken.
Yeah.
I love Dre Bay.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's so many of them out there. It's so many people that I'm still learning. It's so many people that I kind of, when I do different LGBT things, I be like, oh, okay.
I mean, shout out to the Freaky Boys.
I didn't know. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know them.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it's so many people still, but Kid Ken and Dre Bay is my favorites right now.
Wow. Well, I'm so excited and so proud of you. Honestly, watching you sometimes feels like I'm like watching just like I think that's what we talk about when we say representation. Seeing ourselves, seeing a piece of ourselves in the work that you're doing, and I'm happy that you're creating space and also creating a path for so many others to come along.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of the work that you get to do. So thank you so much for sitting down with me and chit-chatting a little bit.
No problem. I just love us, and especially coming from being gay
Yeah.
and being fat and being feminine.
Period.
And I think only us gays know what that's
Get
like.
it. Like literally.
How that's like. I remember growing up dating, and it was always no fats, no films. And you know, we always was pushed to the side, dark skin.
Yeah.
So it was like, I love that. I love that for me, and I love that for us.
Yeah.
That it's like, you know, it wasn't kind of stereotypical of, you know, who became the it girl. All the shame that we had to go through growing up dating as gays, it's like, we was always the girls that got pushed to the side.
Always. And still feel that way at times. But then when we see you, it's like, oh, we coming up.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. So
And I love it.
Thank you for that. Like, thank
I love
you for
it.
that. That's it. That's a wrap.